It's been a while since we've been on YouTube. It's been a while since we've done any recording, but trust me, there are reasons. Life is a little bit crazy. I will tell you, Sarah's been sick, so she's not going to be on this video. She's still going through a cough, and she's still trying to get that out of her system, but it started off with a sinus infection, got down to her lungs, got that back out, and so she's recovering right now. And I am presently surrounded by about 33 fowl of some sort, ducks and chicken, and we have several big updates over the last 2 to 3 weeks that we haven't put a video out. So I assure you there are good reasons. This video is meant to be an update video. It's also meant to be a video to drive home a very crucial point in homesteading and really in life that can be applied to any walk of life, to any career, to any profession, to any hobby. And that is relationships, and how that is the #1 skill I want to drive home in this video that has enabled us to do everything that we're doing here today. So it all starts off with this house. We got this property, we got this house for about $265. Now, when I called up this guy, it was a for sale by owner. I called up the owner and said, hey, we want to come down and see your house. And he's out of town. He's not in. I said, hey, could we, we're around in the area. We'd love to just drop on by and take a view at your place. So we saw this place. We offered the asking price, and he's already been asked and offered to buy the house and property for his listing price. But because we also took some time to build a relationship with him, he liked our offer better because he knew who we were, and we'd spent the time to get to know who he was. He liked our offer better. A couple of the updates to interweave some elements into this story here. We got to know our neighbors across the street. Our dog, Ember, which you've seen, he ran across the road and was chasing our neighbor's free-range chickens. And if that had happened to you, you would be very, you would be very hesitant to keep that dog around, and to not discharge a firearm should you need to if this dog is. Now the good news is Ember's very trained. He was very curious and was just sniffing chickens, and very curious. Come here, little baby. Very curious about the chickens of the neighbors. So the Ember responded very well to Ember. And Ember responded to their commands. And so we began a relationship with them. One of the updates in this narrative, we have a horse here. Let me see if I can pan it around here. That's our new horse. This is Gabriel. And Gabriel, Sarah found Gabriel out in, I believe it was Virginia, where was it? Maryland? Out in Maryland. And if it wasn't for Sarah's ability to make friends with the seller, who had a friend who lives in North Carolina, to drive Gabriel down here to us. If it wasn't for that friendship and relationship that has already been established, we weren't able to get Gabriel here, because there is no other way we could have shipped Gabriel and hauled him down here. Outside of 2-3 months. Hey, little buddy. Yeah, you doing good, little hen? So relationships are important. We were able to eat dinner with the kind fellows, and and be able to honor them by giving them a good steak dinner and some sweet potato fries. But we were able to honor that relationship by making sure that they were okay and fueled up with some food and rest before they made the long trip back after bringing Gabriel down. Another thing about relationships is relationships with your animals. Beautiful hen. This is a buff Orpington. You know, these are beautiful. You got to establish trust in your animals. This one's a little thirsty, so we need to get them some water. There we go, little baby girl. There you go. Another thing about relationships that I want to highlight is we have 2 other animals that we didn't have on our last update. We have pigs, kune pigs, or kun pigs. I don't know the exact pronunciation. I think it's kun pigs. And Nigerian dwarfs. So I'm going to pan the camera around here.
Over here, the rabbits.
Oh, did we do rabbits last time? We didn't do rabbits last time. And here we go. So, right here, where Ember's at, I have 2 Nigerian dwarfs. I have the mother, and I have the little buckling here. I have 4 cocoon pigs that we had to get. And if it wasn't for the relationships with the people we're talking with, the phone calls we're making on Craigslist, and getting to know the people that we were talking to and selling these animals and buying these animals from, none of this would have been possible. And if it wasn't for the relationships that we have taken time to craft, this fence would have not have been able to come together. This fence and pen we put together with a hired hand that came out a result of a relationship. We got this done in 2 days, him and I. As a result of these pigs here, the couple that sold this is our age. They have children, and they are also homesteaders as well, and they're in the Army. And we got to chatting with them for an hour and a half after they dropped off these pigs. And we have already started to build a relationship where I'm going to come down and help this fella process some of his animals. I'm going to learn a few tricks of the trade. And then we're also going to trade him some of our male ducks and trade some other animals for some of our male ducklings that are back over there. And that's the power of relationships. Now, the most recent example of a powerful relationship is as follows. I'll go over here. Right here, you have free food. We got this today from a local grocery store chain, and it's all because relationships. Relationship. He just got to chatting with the produce manager. I told him hey, we got a lot of pigs coming in. Really just 4, not a lot, but 4 pigs, and they're eating a heck of a bunch, and we want to make sure they're taken care of. So I told him, I said, as soon as these chicken hens, they start laying some eggs, we're going to give them some eggs. I said, if he had any produce that he's throwing away anyways, if he could just siphon a little bit off for me, and so that way we can feed to the pigs. Done deal. Called me up the next week, and here we go. Free food. We're going to sort this out between what can be used for the chickens, what can be used for the ducks, what can be used for the goats and pigs, and all the animals are going to be taken care of. It's fantastic. And that's the whole purpose of this video here today, this short update video, but also highlighting a principle that will, if you can learn and harness the power of relationships and leverage it to your family's advantage, but not just selfishly, but looking out for your neighbor as well, giving back to them, trading your blood, sweat, and tears, and investing it into that relationship with some trusted individuals. you can reap the rewards of that relationship, just like you have with your significant other, just like you have with your children and your other family members. This is just one tiny aspect of that, and it's going to go a long way to securing our animals and ensuring that they have a healthy, diverse diet as well. So those are updates.
You want to show them the bunnies?
Did I forget the bunnies? Okay, let's show them the bunnies here. We have meat rabbits. We have 3 New Zealand meat rabbits that we're going to start breeding here very shortly this week, in fact. And we have Cinnabon and Bunnicula, I think it is. Here, let me open it up. There we go. Cinnabon is our, I guess, splotchy colored one, and Bunnicula is our pure white New Zealand. And we have a male Mr. Bon Jovi. Is it Bon Jovi or Mr. Bon Jovi? I think it's Bon Jovi. We have a male out in a different rabbit hutch. So those are the updates. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 new animals since our last update. We have 2 penned enclosures that had been built out, 2 rabbit hutches, crazy amount of money, time, effort going into building this place up. So that is a large update, a principle that if you leverage and achieve it, will do wonders for your life. And Ember on the ground.
Living his best life.
Living his best life indeed.
Yeah, you're crazy.
So signing off, thank you so very much, and we can't wait to see you here again. Tune in next time.